with Morgan today at the Hart Interim Library with the Rockford Public Library, getting ready for the new giant library, but you're getting ready right here. This is the YA zone, and it's your favorite zone, right?
Yes, of course it is. Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what happens here.
So this is the dedicated area where we house the collection, fiction, and manga and graphic novels for young adults and teenagers. It is also a space where anyone is welcome to come in and check out the collection, but if you want to hang out and sit at our booths or in our comfy chairs or use the game room, you have to be a teenager. So this is their safe space. We staff it every day of the week in the afternoons until close, and we are always happy to help kids out. They're welcome to do homework, they have Wi-Fi, they have games, but it is really a space specifically for them, and we want it to be by them as well.
Yeah, well, that makes so much sense, because when you're not a teenager anymore and you're looking back, you realize how weird it is to be a teenager. Like, it's kind of stressful because you don't know if you're a kid or you're an adult. Like, in some days you're in charge of your little brother or sister and you're an adult, and then the next day, you know, you can't go see an R-rated movie. So you're like, wait, where do I fit in? And so you fit in right here.
You fit in right here, and we always like to tell people it is a safe space. There are adults. Our staff is always at the circulation desk when we are not staffing this particular room, but we want this to be a central location. Kids can come, hang out, have relationships, but they also still get to be kids at the same time, and we kind of want to encourage that middle growing space that teens are in between being a kid and being an adult.
Yeah, so you mentioned for teens and by teens, so tell me what that means.
So my wonderful coworker and I, Rebecca Healthy, are working on developing TACO, which stands for Teen Advisory Committee, CO. We love our puns. But this is going to be a once a month kind of drop-in meeting. We are going to have some snacks, some drinks, and we just want you to meet our 3 staff members. We want your input on what we have for collections, for games, and what they really want this space to be. We want them to take charge of it and to make it their own.
That's a really cool option for kids to get involved. Yeah, because we do obviously associate the library with books, and books are awesome and books are important, but there's so many other things here, like you said, especially as a teenager. Maybe you have a lot of brothers and sisters and you don't get access to the games that are even at your house, or you don't have any. You know, this is a place where you can come play.
Yeah, and I mean, we're all fairly younger, but we are not teenagers anymore, and so, you know, sometimes it can feel like you're kind of feeling in the dark for what people want, and so we want them to come to us and tell us, this is what we want X, Y, Z. We'll give it a shot, we'll work with them. You know, it's really their space, and we just work here, you know, just kind of the idea.
Cool, so tell me a little bit about National Novel Writing Month.
So November is National Writing Month, which a lot of people call it NaNoWriMo. We are not necessarily saying you have to finish an entire novel in the month of November, but we do use it as an opportunity to encourage kids and adults and teenagers to write, to use prompts, to kind of get their creative juices out in a healthy way. And so we'll have some prompts, we'll have signs, and it encourages them to use the library resources to learn to write their own stories, and we would love to showcase that and encourage them to develop their skills.
Cool, so I'm sure you have like some events or, you know, exciting things having to do with that we can follow along on social media and get all the details in November.
And so there's prompts right now in the kids section, and then a few days we'll have stuff out here in the teen section. There will also be things for adults, and it's one of the great things that no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, you can involve yourself, and everyone is a writer. They just haven't necessarily written anything yet. If you or someone you know, a teen, is interested in being involved in TACO, our Teen Advisory Committee, we encourage you to drop in December 4th, 5:30 to 6:30. We're gonna have hot chocolate. You're gonna hang out with some really cool staff members, and we want your ideas, and we wanna know what you like and what you love, and hopefully we'll get you to come back a little bit more often and make your dreams come true.
Coming up next on GDS's Air Friday, we're making crispy cocoa chickpeas. I'm so excited for this with Ashley from Los Cocos Locos. Don't go anywhere.